Should I homeschool? If you don't know what to do, this video is just for you.
It'll be okay.
Okay, parents, I know this is a really big decision for you, and your ultimate fear is you don't want to mess up your kids. Well, at least that was my ultimate fear. But whether you decide to let them go back to school or keep them at home, as long as you take the necessary precautions and instill the values you deem important, your children will be just fine. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about my experience with making the decision to homeschool our children. It was actually while I was making something else and really felt convicted that that's what I needed to do. Now, I didn't tell my husband right away. I waited for a little bit and I prayed first. And I said, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, you're going to have to change or convict my husband on it as well. About a week or so later, I sat down and it felt like the right time to talk to him about it. And at first, he was very apprehensive, wasn't on board. I just left it alone and continued to pray about it and just asking God to lead me into the right decision. Well, I can't remember how long after, but he came to me and was like, you know what? I think we should homeschool. And long story short, he was on board. So I knew that's what I needed to do. Concern number 1, can I teach my kids? Believe it or not, my first and major concern was whether or not I could teach my kids. Now, I'm a certified teacher and have had experience teaching grades 1 through 5 for over 8 years. And to be honest, I was terrified to teach my own kids. I didn't know whether I would be able to. I was scared my children wouldn't listen to me, but I soon realized that was just fear talking. And whether you have experience teaching in a classroom or not, as parents, we are natural teachers. We teach them how to go to the potty. We teach them how to go to bed. We teach them how to put on their shoes. So there's not much difference from teaching everyday things to academics. And with just a little bit of help, I will be able to show you how you can teach your child academics as well. Concern number 2, finances, finances, finances. I have the headphones on because someone is mowing the yard outside and it's picking up all the sound. So please excuse it. But another major concern I have and still have to this day is finances. With me being at home and not working outside, our income is essentially cut in half. And that can be very frightening. However, there are some things that you can do to earn some income. For example, I work part-time with VIP Kid. It's online. It's a company where I teach Chinese children English online. And I do it very early in the morning when the kids are still sleeping. I end about 8 or 8:30. And then I can start my day with my kids. But there's plenty of at-home jobs that you can do from home to make some income. If you're at a job right now, maybe talk to your employer about working from home. And I know because of the pandemic right now, a lot of people are working from home. So it's just trying to find a way to bring in something. Concern number 3, how do I start? Another major concern you may have is you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to start. You don't even know how to start. Well, I want to encourage you, do not worry about that. There are plenty of YouTubers out there. You can YouTube homeschooling, whatever the case, there's a lot of curriculums out there that you will be able to have help. So don't let that deter you. I also have a website called myteachermom.com. And on it, I have, for so far, I have pre-K and kindergarten, a whole year's worth of word study lesson plans that you can do with your child with a calendar and everything. I will also be posting weekly videos um, and have printables on a schedule on what you should be teaching in for different grade levels and in different subjects. So if that is a concern of yours, don't let it be any further. There's lots of help. The biggest thing is making that decision, whatever it is, and sticking to it and making a plan. You got this and you can do this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my website at myteachermom.com for weekly lessons and activities that you can do with your children. And remember, you got this.